This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, January 31st. An abundance of sunshine today and for the weekend. The high will be 66 today. Clear skies tonight with a low of 40. A bit of a warm-up on the way in the next few days. Sunny and 70 on Saturday. More sunshine and a high of 75 on Sunday. And there is a possibility that the thermometer may hit 80 next week. Here are today's headlines. On Thursday, Senator Ted Cruz cautioned against jumping to conclusions about what caused a tragic midair collision between an Army helicopter and a passenger jet landing at Ronald Reagan National Airport. Cruz has a key role in congressional oversight of the Wednesday night accident as chairman of the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, which has jurisdiction over aviation safety. His comments to reporters came after he left a briefing with representatives of the Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board. He said the officials were confident the black boxes containing flight information from both aircraft would be recovered. Cruz said the investigation will examine the precise paths of the aircraft and discussions between the pilots and air traffic controllers who were switching the plane to a new runway and advising the Army's Black Hawk helicopter. In other news, Texas officials have identified 2 measles cases in West Texas, both of them in unvaccinated school-age children. The children, who reside in Gaines County, were both hospitalized in Lubbock, the Department of State Health Services announced on Thursday. They have since been discharged from the hospital. There were no confirmed cases of measles in Texas last year, but so far this year there have now been 4 cases. Earlier in January, there were 2 cases of measles confirmed in 2 unvaccinated residents of Harris County. Measles is a highly contagious respiratory illness that can be severe and life-threatening. Federal health officials recommend that children are vaccinated against measles as babies through the MMR vaccination. Next up, the explosion of uncertified teachers in Texas has led to a multimillion-dollar budget hole that may make it harder to investigate educators accused of misconduct. More than half of first-time Texas teachers hired last year were uncertified, which meant they did not have to pay state fees that are part of the certification process. Those fees fund critical work within the Texas Education Agency, notably the team that investigates allegations against school employees. Now the agency is short $4.6 million, according to state budget documents. Officials say the team needs additional staffers as it attempts to respond to an increase in complaints, so they are asking state lawmakers to step in with more funding. If nothing is done to address the shortfall, officials wrote in budget documents that the result could be reduced state oversight of educator misconduct. The agency's investigations team reviews matters that include allegations of sexual misconduct, issues related to contract abandonment, and other complaints. Roughly 85% of the team's budget comes from teacher certification fees. And the Colony Police said a criminal investigation is underway after over 80 animals were rescued from concerning conditions at a residential property. Police, in conjunction with the city's Animal Services Department, executed a search and seizure operation on Tuesday in the 4800 block of Alta Oaks Lane. Police said 110 animals were found at the residence. 22 were found dead, while the other 88 were rescued and are receiving veterinary care. The operation came after a report was made about the property, the Colony Police said in a news release. The animals rescued from the property include 24 dogs, 45 cats, 12 reptiles, and 7 mice. The number of animals rescued exceeded the capacity of the Colony Animal Services, so arrangements are being made with rescue organizations to house the rescued animals. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.